mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have struck first in this NFC title game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A play fake. Now Penix. A complete to Drake London. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll throw with Penix. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a 1st down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 29 yards. And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Gets around him. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Murray now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. Open man, that's Felton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Murray now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job trouble bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7-7, our score after one.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Minnesota.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Sheldon Rankins, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
And that big game may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily in that position. It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field into thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there. A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's another Vikings first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Falcons 3-yard line.
Come on. They'll try to run this one in. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Falcons 7. Will Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Penix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
J. Ward.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Big A's open, Big A's open.
Now Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half from Murray. And then he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Hey, hold on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Murray going to throw. He gets it to Addison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Well, we're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Back to throw. Murray completes this to Addison out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll go play action here with Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw with Penix. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing now is Murray. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now to throw. Open man, that's Felton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Murray now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 109 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Robinson. And he spins past him and into space. Touchdown, Falcons! John Robinson, 51 yards. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Falcons 28.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Murray from midfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
2-2. Hey. Omaha. Big Ace. Omaha.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This is 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is caught by Dell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Okay.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. On the counter, this is Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Go! 19 Tiger.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
60 Bison. 60.
They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
18 Cardinal. Motion. Warrior 70.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that may do it for this NFC title game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they